Hi, it's me, Oopsie the Clown. The program originally scheduled for this time will not be seen today. Because we're in London, Ontario to enjoy the annual JC's Santa Parade! Yay! Hooray! Ha ha ha!
The London JCs are proud to present the 1985 London Santa Claus Parade. Brought to you by Highway Market, your one-stop shopping center in Kitchener, home of a magical Christmas for everyone. Your parade hosts, Wayne Koyman and Fran Pappert, with special guests Oopsie the Clown, Doobie, and Paddington Bear.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the 1985 London Santa Claus Parade. What a day today. I'm Wayne Koyman. Welcome. Nice to have you with us. And alongside my co-host this year, Fran Pappert, Miss Fran of Romper Room. And Fran, not a great day for a parade,
it sure
but
isn't.
Welcome. Nice to have you here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. You know, this is the 29th annual London JC Santa Claus Parade. It's my 5th year hosting, and it's a pleasure to be back. The theme today for the parade is Christmas through the eyes of children, a very special theme to me and to all the children watching. And now we're going to say hello to Oopsie the Clown, who has 2 very special friends with him.
Miss Fran, look who I found. Paddington Bear and Doobie. Are you enjoying the parade? Good. How does Paddington and Doobie give a Christmas gift? Whee! Back to you, Wayne and Miss Fran.
And starting our parade off this day, we have a look at the lead police car from the London City Police Department, driven by Maurice Coughlin. Traffic Sergeant Keith Finnegan will be a passenger, and he is alongside. Fran, that starts the parade off this day.
Terrific.
Always nice to have the police around when you need them.
And there's Doobie
Yes.
and Paddington Bear. They're so excited to be here today.
And the children's faces when they saw them, just great. Just great.
Boy, you can see how rain-soaked the street is today, Wayne.
But that certainly does not deter the enthusiasm of the youngsters, both young and old alike, I might add. There.
And look,
What's this?
it's a miniature police car driven by Constable Ken Abel. Gee, I wonder if they give out miniature tickets. What do you think?
I probably think they would, but not to a police officer. He's pretty safe, I think.
Boy, that looks like fun.
It sure does. And listen to the youngsters squeal. Oh, there he is. He's talking to a little youngster. Would like to go for a ride? Oh, would I ever?
Looks like a one-seater, though. I think he's got candy to give out.
One thing about it, friend, you certainly wouldn't miss it. And for those of you at home as well, look at the color on that. My goodness, bright blue. There he goes. The parade communications this day are being handled by London REACT. That's the Radio Emergency Associated Citizens Team. London REACT is a service club of two-way radio operators, not only here in London, but all across Ontario, act as communications team for emergency and public service communications. Now, the members are all volunteers and provide their own equipment. They're licensed operators in the VHF band and stand by on the emergency channel 9, wherever possible, to receive emergency calls and pass them on to authorities for action. You see them in accidents and parade routes. They're just a great bunch of fellows, and women, I might add, as well. They are all trained in proper radio procedures and are willing to help out any time of need when asked to do so by the authorities.
Now we see the flags for today's parade, the JC flag, City of London flag, and of course the Canadian flag. That's a spiffy way to travel the parade route today.
Big or little, youngsters love clowns, and there's a rather decorated one right there. Wow. I like the garland on the front light there.
He's Hobo the Clown, and he
Hobo the
wishes
Clown.
us all a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Hobo. This is young Janice Neville in our screens right now. She is from Wardsville, Ontario. She's but 14 years of age and her third year of teaching baton at the Glencoe Dance Club. She's been Tron twirling for 10 years. A very pretty young lady, and I love her outfit too. The high-top boots and the earmuffs to match.
Today's London Santa Claus Parade is brought to you by Highway Market, your one-stop shopping center for all your Christmas needs.
Enter the magic of Highway Market's Toy Shop for Christmas fun from Coleco. Double up the fun of Cabbage Patch Kids with the Cabbage Patch Twins. The limited edition twins are adoptable as a complete set. These Cabbage Patch Kids have returned from their world travels with the traditional costumes and souvenirs from the places they visited. All kids love horses, and the Cabbage Patch Bunch is no exception. The show pony comes with its own purebred registration papers. These and other new Cabbage Patch toys are from Coleco for Christmas at your Kitchener Highway Market's Toy Shop.
Hi, I'm Ed McDonald, President of London JCs. I'd like to welcome everybody to the 29th Annual London JC Santa Claus Parade. I hope everybody has a great time at the parade, and the weather is not the greatest, but I hope it works out for everyone, and a Merry Christmas to all. Thank you.
Any organization has to have a guy at the top to take all the flack and take all the credit as well. I'm only joking, of course. London JC President here, Ed McDonald, and his wife, Gloria. Ed is a 7-year member of the JCs, and Franny was president in 81-82.
That's right. You know, in addition to the Santa Claus Parade today, the London JCs host a holiday for the handicapped in Springbank Park. I attended that this year with Doobie and Paddington
That's
Bear.
right, you were there, right.
And they're putting $50,000 into the JC Park in White Hills over the next 3 years. Now here we see the Block Parents float, and on it we see many, many children decorating a tree. And Officer Owl is the Block Parents' gift to children. He is their symbol. Romper Room promotes the Block Parents program, Wayne, a very important program.
Indeed it is, and certainly worthwhile all across the province. Block Parents do a lot of wonderful things, helping youngsters to and from school and making sure that everyone is safe both to and from the hours of classroom activity. And on top of the float, Fran, and to our viewers as well, have a look. The children are bringing baby Jesus a birthday cake. Look at that brightly colored cake and the youngsters
Looks
waving,
great.
enjoying themselves. Yes.
He's a colorful fellow, isn't he?
Indeed he is.
We want every child and family watching, of course, to have a very safe and happy Christmas, as do the Block Parents people.
And as you mentioned too, Fran, our theme for the parade, Christmas through the eyes of children. Very appropriate.
It certainly is. Hi, everyone.
Hi, everybody. Merry Christmas. Our McCormick's float coming up now. Our theme is Happy Memories, and why not? Float depicting a simple replica of the Disney Magic Castle we have. Oh yes, we've got Mickey there and Donald and Goofy on their allotted platforms. And look at the house. It's designed as Granny's house. And we've seen the two. We have a bridge where employees and the children are standing dressed up in bright clothing. And for the weather of the day, I'm telling you, they got their rain hats on, but that does not deter the enthusiasm.
Escorting the float will also be the McCormick's Clown. You see the word McCormick's now, with Happy and Bozo and Flopsy. Boy, Bubbles and
There's
Dingle.
Goofy.
And there's Goofy.
Gosh. Hi. Merry Christmas, Goof. There's Donald.
It's good weather for ducks, isn't
Yes,
it?
it is. I checked the feet, the web around. We're all set. By the way, you know, Disney is timeless. Youngsters love it no matter where they go. And this is certainly evident here. Merry Christmas from McCormick's.
That's a super float.
Indeed it is.
Now we have a float provided by the North London Lions Club, another very important group, important charitable organization here in London. We see 2 lion cages pulled by a horse.
And I believe the second lion's cage, Fran, contains a full... Now, is it stuffed or not?
I hope it is.
Let's take a good look at this. Oh, my goodness, it looks like it is. Me too.
Either that or he's having a long nap.
Right, the sleeping lion.
Oh, it's colorful. Bright gold paint and
red.
big candy canes alongside the cage.
There's our sleeping lion, stuffed, all bet, but sleeping.
Gee, it looks like a royal.
It does. It would do Chuck and Dee justice, wouldn't you think? North London Lions Club, right there.
That is a huge candy cane alongside it.
Maybe we could chop it up and give it to the youngsters as we go along on the parade today. Having a look at the 81st Scouting Group. They also come from London. Their theme this year on our parade is Dreams. Along with the Scouts, of course, a fully decorated Christmas tree, which we'll see in just a moment or two. Children trying to go to sleep, dreaming of gifts on Christmas Eve. And hasn't that happened before? You wait for Santa Claus and you wait and you wait and you, all of a sudden you drift off. And
No, I never drifted off. I
Never?
could hardly wait for him to come. Bring all the presents.
I've never seen him arrive. I've always drifted off and went to sleep, woke up, and presents under the tree the
I'm
next
still
morning.
waiting to see him.
And of course, the Scouts' motto, be prepared. Nice to have them as part of the parade this day. 81st London Scout Group.
More giant candy canes. Lots of trucks and hockey helmets.
Candy. We'll be right back with more of the London Santa Claus Parade after this word from Highway Market, where children will find all their Christmas toys.
Christmas morning begins with the magic from Coleco Toys from Highway Market's Toy Shop. Kids love the authentic look of the Husky Haulers. The fire truck is so realistic, it even has a simulated CB. The RoboForce Command Patroller is a master robot transport and base station. It even has omnidirectional steering for super battle maneuvers. The Cutoff Challenge lighted electric slot racing set Knight Rider features high-speed chasing and racing in the same lane. These Coleco toys and more are at your Kitchener Highway Market's Toy Shop for a fun-filled Christmas.
And now the Sir George Ross School presents a Model A Roadster. It's a train, and Raggedy Ann and Andy are pulling a motorized toy train here today.
And what's the train pulling? I believe, there it is. It's pulling a trailer. And look at the Christmas tree. Christmas tree. No Christmas tree.
But lots of people.
And dainty decorated garlands and stockings hung in front on the right track to Christmas. That's appropriate.
It sure is. And boy, they've got a lot of spirit today,
Indeed they
despite
have.
the rain.
The smiling faces, rosy cheeks, red noses. Merry Christmas.
From Sir George Ross School. And now the Starlets. The St. Mary's School of Baton. You know, they are a group that have really traveled and done very, very well for the city of St. Mary's. They were organized in 1964, and the girls are between the ages of 8 and 23. They have won over 400 awards and parades and competitions, including several Grey Cup parades, Disney World in 1974, SeaWorld at Cypress Gardens in Florida in 1985. They have really traveled.
Indeed they have, Fran. You know, speaking about 85, they are currently our Ontario Dance and Twirl team champions in the senior division. Their colors, as you can see, with the colorful white earmuffs, are green and white, and the instructors are Darcy Wheel, Jane Naran, Susan Maddock, and Crystal Spear. Now look at the St. Mary's School of Baton, the Starlets, right there.
Very clever, clear raincoats over their bright green and white uniforms today.
And look at the smiles. The rain doesn't bother them, but I think we have someone bringing up the rear of the Starlets, do we not?
It's Oopsie! And now the Seaforth District High School Girls Trumpet Marching Band. They also have played and participated in the Grey Cup parades between 1980 and 1982 in Toronto. And they have done very, very well. They scored 8.5 out of 10 in the Calgary Parade competition in 1982.
They were also the opening band of the International Plowing Match of September 84, where our David Emery was there, received the trophy, the Thomas Edison Band competition in Fort Myers, Florida, 76-80. Let's enjoy them now, the Seaforth District High School Girls Trumpet Marching Band, as they roll past. Here they are. To the world. Moving into view now, we have a look at the London Transit Commission, who come up with a novel idea. As a matter of fact, it's been around for a past almost 30 years. I think it's a good idea. Also, a look at the clowns, of course, which form any part of a parade. The Christmas bus has been a tradition with London Transit since 1958, and look at this. Every year, one bus is selected from the fleet. It's hand-painted with festive designs and placed in regular scheduled service following the parade. Now, no one has seen this bus until right this moment, and the bus is filled with children of the London Transit employees, but I'll bet you that's the favorite bus on the routes in London, no
Look
question.
how colorful it is.
Balloons in the front, youngsters on the sides, Scrooge and Donald sliding down on the side of the bus, hand-painted. What a great design. Super. We have a special guest coming up, too.
We do. Oopsie, what have you got to say?
Thank you, Wayne and Miss Fran. I've got a whole bunch of little friends here who are here to watch the parade. What's your name?
Ian.
What's your name?
Melissa.
Good. What's your name?
Jimmy Carrera.
Now listen, there's a big fat jolly gent with a red suit on. And he says, ho, ho, ho. And he's going to come along in the parade in a little while. What's his name?
Santa Claus.
How do you know?
Because he wears a red suit.
And he says, ho, ho, ho. Oopsie daisy, lots of fun. Back to you, Wayne Koyman.
Thank you very much, Oops. Thanks very much. And that was great. The youngsters' faces, I love it this time of year. The faces just ignite with sparkle and
they're
fun.
so excited.
And Oops, of course, draws them right out, as do Paddington and Doobie. The youngsters' eyes just, over here,
Isn't
talk
that
to me.
wonderful?
Oh, it's great. There they are.
There
right
they are.
Yes.
Marching and dancing.
Yes.
Quite the step
youngsters.
there. And they're synchronized as well, my goodness.
That's going to be a first. That is a first, because I've known on your program on Romper Room, no, you do it this way, and they never get it right. Today they got it right.
Well, they try.
Yes, they do.
They do.
Indeed.
And my goodness, here's the competition, Wayne.
Yes, indeed.
Float provided by CFPL TV, London. It's a gingerbread Christmas fantasy with a gingerbread house, oversized mushrooms, gingerbread men, candy canes, lollipops, and a mailbox with an owl perched on top.
I like that. Big mouse in the middle. He looks mean, doesn't he? The one on the left looks fine, but look at the mouse. My goodness. The mascots are Rodney the cat and Rink Cat. That must be Rink Cat. He looks like
they
a
sort
rink
of
cat.
look like mice.
Yes,
Well, there's a merry song.
indeed. Lovely weather for a sleigh ride with you. And Merry Christmas from Rodney and the Rink Rat.
And to all of our friends at CFPL.
Indeed, guys. Merry Christmas.
And now a sign announcing Bethlehem Live, a production that will be taking place here in London Wednesday, December 18th through to Friday, December 20th, with 4 shows each evening.
This is an annual event as well, Fran. Bethlehem Live is a play reenacting the birth of Jesus Christ. It involves over 50 actors, live animals, the sheep, the lambs, the donkeys, the sets, the props, and it all comes alive, vibrant with color and authenticity. So if you are in the London area and you're shopping for Christmas, and who isn't, take time out, go on down to the park and have a look at Bethlehem Live. And I believe we have a couple of floats depicting
Yes,
that.
a very original float coming up. This float, provided by Glad Tidings, shows a street scene with vendors selling wares. It's about 10 characters on the float, and a vendor's table. I see angels.
Yes, and I believe, are the wise men there? I believe they are.
Again, this float reminds us of the original Christmas story. There are shepherds and sheep. Of course, the manger scene with Mary, Joseph, and baby Jesus. And a donkey, too.
Indeed, part of the Christmas spirit. And as our float says, for unto us a child is born this day in the town of Bethlehem. From the Glad Tidings Assembly, we mentioned the second part of the float. The first part Fran just described beautifully for us. The second one coming up as well. That's Cabaret. Cabaret is a singing group in London, approximately 6 people, and they are on the straw bales, as you see here. Shepherds, also a very integral part of this float. 2 or 3 shepherds there. We have the pen for the sheep, the rocks for the scenery that you see there. And of course, as Fran mentioned as well, as was on the first float, also a part of this one, the manger scene, Mary, Joseph, and baby Jesus, 4 angels, and a donkey, all bringing to mind, and rightly so, the true meaning of the Christmas story, and of course the story of the first Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone. The 29th Annual London JC Santa Claus Parade is brought to you by Highway Market. Let's listen.
Sectors, the Warriors of Symbion, have landed at Kitchener's Highway Market. Sectors by Coleco feature unique hands in action that let your fingers become the legs of the Sector's creatures. And Highway has the complete collection just for you. Dargon and his winged ally Parafly, Commander Waspex, the mounted Dragon Flyer, and the evil General Spydrex and his Spider Flyer. The battles and the fun are in your hands with the Sector series from Coleco. Collect them all from the toy department at your Kitchener Highway Market.
Christmas at the gym. I never really thought of it quite that way before, but it is. And our float theme is a time for friends. Young people, friends, sharing with friends. That's what they're all about. At Christmas, they put their hard work behind them, and if you'll pardon the expression, tumble in for the spirit of it all.
Dear.
And why not? The Forest City Gymnastics Club is pleased to present their float, A Time for Friends fan, as their expression of goodwill to all Londoners and all our viewers, too.
Gee, after Christmas dinner, you sort of do need to work out at the gym, don't you?
Right, good idea.
Hello everyone, my name is Angela Arnsby and I'm Miss London 1986. Welcome to the 29th Annual London JC Santa Claus Parade. We have a lot of wonderful floats and enthusiastic people. We're having a great time. Merry Christmas.
A look at the CKSL AM radio from London, Ontario. 4 antique cars. Actually, we see a couple anyway. We have Miss London, Angela Arnsby, with Rich Grevin, the Morning Man, right here in the nice-looking Buick. The white with the top up today with the rain coming down, but still nice to see them. And Miss London, 1986, Angela Arnsby with Rich Grevin at the driver's wheel.
Hi, Rich.
Also, we're looking at George Gordon.
That's right.
George is there as well. He is with the Miss London runner-up Kathy James, and George, of course, the assistant news director at CKSL. But check that Thunderbird out. There's a look there at the.
That's Dick Joseph's car, I believe.
That's Dick's, and no cash, and that's going to be my most favorite. There's our Thunderbird. There. Remember American Graffiti when
Yes.
Suzanne Summers appeared in something like that?
She's not here today.
Unfortunately not, but I'm not deterred. I'll keep
That's
looking.
George Gordon
That's George.
and Fred Lehman. Fred Lehman's car, he is with another Miss London runner-up, Angela Van Lemoen.
Merry Christmas to all the folks at CKSL.
Merry Christmas, Fred. Well, Paddington and Doobie are now having a look at a very special float provided for us today by London Life. It's Santa's Toy Shop, and we see Jack in the Box on it, and Care Bear. I think Paddington likes Care Bear.
I'm sure he does.
And tin soldiers, a ballerina, Cabbage Patch Doll, Raggedy Ann and Andy, and other various characters. They're singing for us today.
We have the dual Christmas trees on the float on the toy shop, and of course the giant candy canes. I love those giant candy canes. We saw them earlier in the parade, but they're a part of Santa's workshop as well. The float this year being brought to us by the good folks at London Life.
Now this is Santa's Toy Shop. Wayne, what would you like Santa's Toy Shop to build for you today?
I would like a toy train. If he can make a toy train in a hurry, I'll take that. Yes.
I'd like a Lamborghini.
Yes, well, I wouldn't mind one of those too, but I'll settle for a Jack in the Box, a quick one though. Merry Christmas.
That's a very colorful float.
Indeed it is. A look here at the central Catholic Secondary School with their cheerleaders in front, brightly attired in the blue and the white, and the blue and white pom-poms. Go, Catholic Central, go. But behind them, something very special. Oh, but I love this. A red and white stocking filled with goodies. In the stocking at the top, students dressed as dolls and soldiers and teddy bears and Smurfs. Other students, of course, dressed as well in costume along the sides of the stocking. Colorfully costume, adding to the Christmas spirit indeed. All your dreams come true in one pot. Merry Christmas. Look at the size of that stocking. Mammoth.
And now the London Firefighters Association present fire trucks through the years.
This is a 1985 model right here. The earlier ones will be along in a few moments' time, but we marvel at these machines. And I'm particularly fascinated by
the
way
dog.
Yes, and the way the light turns on the top when they're going to fires. They change all the lights along the roof.
That's
just
right.
like that, instantaneous. But there he is, the Dalmatian.
Merry Christmas! They are off-duty firefighters. Good enough to be part of our parade today. And oh my goodness, it's being pushed by clowns too. I like that Dalmatian.
A 1965 International Fire Truck, 4 of our firemen in modern dress. However, we say that because
Oh my goodness!
we're going back to 1943.
I think so. And we see 4 firefighters in period dress.
This is a Ford fire truck from 1943. Doesn't matter what era it's from, it still makes the same amount of noise,
And
doesn't
it's
it?
bright red,
Indeed
too.
it is.
You can't mistake that sound.
And dropping back from 1943, we're going way back to the late 1800s. And what we see there
It's a horse cart with 4 men. Again, period dress.
Now that was a rough way to fight a fire, lugging that hose, but they got the job done, and I like the costumes. Remarkable. A kaleidoscope of firefighting equipment from the 1800s to 1940s to 1965.
Wayne, here's something interesting.
Yes.
A horse wagon drawn by 2 very special horses. Our friends from CFPLAM 98.
These horses, by the way, Fran, these are 2 Perchon show horses. Those beautiful gray horses we just saw a moment ago, just delightful. And who do we have on top?
We have Peter Garland, Jeremy Smith, Wayne McLean, Gary Allen Price, and Ann Robel.
Light up Christmas morning with imaginative Christmas gifts for your children from Kitchener's Highway Market.
Dreams of Christmas always include Coleco toys from Highway Market. Coleco's Child Guidance Series is fun to learn by. The 25-piece Sesame Street Railroad is a push-and-play train that includes a railroad crossing and traffic signals. Kids can create their own playthings with the 24-piece Pound and Play Workshop. Preschoolers can make a car, a boat, a plane, anything they can imagine. Turn the workbench over and it conveniently becomes a durable total-long toolbox. Coleco toys for preschoolers' Christmas dreams at your Kitchener Highway Market's toy shop.
What would Christmas be without Oopsie the Clown?
Let's
and we
visit.
have him right here.
Wayne Coyman. I found 2 other parade watchers here, a little wet. What's your name, please?
Joyce Beasley.
Joyce. And who's the little guy? What's your name?
Alan.
Alan. Boy, you're all protected from the rain, aren't you? Now, Alan, when Santa comes to visit at your house, what do you think you'd like him to bring you?
Toys.
Toys? Well, wouldn't that be nice? Mommy, what would you like Santa to bring you?
Oh, doesn't matter.
It doesn't
Lots
matter.
for the kids.
That's right. Mummies are like that, you know. Yeah. Do you know what Santa says all the time?
Yeah.
What does he say?
Oh,
Ho, ho is right. And ho, ho, back to you, Wayne Coyman.
Thanks very much, Oops. Moving into view now, we have a look at the Thames Valley Children's Center.
This is a very special float with special riders. Thames Valley Children's Express to the North Pole. It depicts a trainload of children on their way to visit Santa Claus. And the children on the float are patients of the Children's Center. It was designed and executed, this float, by the students in the first year of the Industrial Design program at Fanshawe College. That's fabulous.
Indeed it is. And we have Freddie and Company clowns from the Exeter Grotto. They are accompanying the float. And I think Paddington and Doobie would like to get in the act and speak of it.
Look at them. We would like to say hello to all of our friends at Thames Valley Children's Center, CPRI, the Developmental Center, War Memorial Children's Hospital, and all the children watching.
Merry, Merry Christmas. Have a wonderful Christmas in '85. Montcalm Cougars are moving into view, and right ahead of the float, a couple of cheerleaders and the school's mascot. But I do not see a cougar. Maybe he sneaked out. Too wet today, huh? Who knows?
An old-fashioned children's Christmas. A tree covered with traditional paper chains and a string of popcorn.
I used to have a problem with that because I used to eat most of the popcorn before it got to the tree. Youngsters don't seem to mind the weather, but as Fran indicated, the trees are there, the popcorn's on the tree, the teddy bears are there, all part of Christmas, and just great to see too. Of course, along with the float, we have the clowns. It's nice to see them as well. Moving into view now, we go to the London Cavaliers. They've been in existence for approximately 6 years. They are a major ed group. There are approximately 25 girls in the group. The group is taught and led by Tracy Springer. They number 25, and let's enjoy their music right now. A look at the London Cavaliers major ed group, and directly behind them a look at the Sea Cadet, number 37, Royal Canadian Sea Cadet Squadron, courageous from London. The uniform, the main purpose of the group, they're organized along military lines. Their aim is to produce better Canadian citizens. The cadets range in age from 13 to 19, and both male and female are eligible to participate. They have 3.
There's Paddington and Doobie marching along. Let's listen to their wonderful music.
Sea Cadet, 37 Royal Canadian Cadet Squadron, courageous from London.
And you know, the cadets assist the community in any way they can and take part in canvassing for local charity organizations. And now, a float provided by Kelly Services, an unusual, delightful float. A self-propelled meadow scene complete with animated leprechauns, busily chopping wood and drawing water.
This float has been in a couple of parades and has won first prize in the St. Catharines Wine and Cheese Festival parade, and you can see why, as well as the Best Animation Award in the 85 Oktoberfest parade.
That's wonderful.
I like the little leprechauns. Hey, matey. Hey, we going to you. There are the leprechauns right in the front, leading the way.
With green top hats.
Compliments of Kelly Girl, the Kelly Girl people.
They're smart. They can hide out in a mushroom house today.
Right. Any little heads peeking out there? Oh, no. Just waving to the youngsters on the other side.
Another colorful float.
And Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas from the Mount Bridges Lions and Lioness, an imitation train which lists the names of 14 countries from all over the world from where people have come to make up this fine land of ours, Fran.
And you know, this helps us to remember that Christmas is a worldwide celebration. And we certainly can all hope for peace on earth this Christmas time.
Note the brightly colored flags along the 30-foot float. Welcome. Nice to have you here from Austria, Belgium, Denmark, Gabon, Holland, Iceland, France, West Germany, Sweden, Italy. A real kaleidoscope of people and flags and countries that make up Canada.
Wonderful idea for a float. And now our friends from BX93 FM.
And they are riding in what?
I think it's a 1947 Dodge pickup.
You know your trucks.
It's been fully restored, and on board we see Dave Collins, Michael D., and Vic Follia. Hi, guys.
Merry Christmas. A look at the Sir Wilfrid Laurier Secondary School theme float this year. It's called A Starry-Eyed Christmas. One half of the float, if you'll notice, is Christmas in the 1800s. And what about the second half, Frank?
Well, the second half of the float is Christmas in the 1900s. I see a cowboy on board.
Yes, an early 1900 cowboy.
Let's see what Oopsie's up to now, Wayne.
Good idea. Oopsie?
Thank you, Wayne and Miss Fram. I've got some other parade watchers here who are enjoying the day. Your name, please.
Grace McCarran,
Where are you from?
London.
From London. And your name?
Bet McCarran.
Good. And who's the little guy? Little girl. Oh, what's her name?
Heather.
Heather.
You not going to see her name? Hey.
She's not good. Daddy, if you kind of had a favorite wish for Christmas, what would you wish for?
Oh, probably win the lottery.
Win the lottery?
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun? How about you, Mommy?
That wouldn't be bad. I'd like to go home on another trip.
Would you? Good. Hey, back to you, Wayne.
Okay, Oops, thanks very much.
And now a message from Highway Market, your one-stop shopping center in Kitchener for all sorts of Christmas magic.
Enter the magic of Highway Market's Toy Shop for Christmas fun from Coleco. Double up the fun of Cabbage Patch Kids with the Cabbage Patch Twins. The limited edition twins are adoptable as a complete set. These Cabbage Patch Kids have returned from their world travels with the traditional costumes and souvenirs from the places they visited. All kids love horses, and the Cabbage Patch Bunch is no exception. The show pony comes with its own purebred registration papers. These and other new Cabbage Patch toys are from Coleco for Christmas at your Kitchener Highway Market's Toy Shop.
I'll look at the Tempsford Lion Majorettes. I love Majorettes. They've been in existence for 22 years. There's 24 girls ages 5 to 14. Their uniform colors, as you can see, brightly white. However, they have red, and they look like checked skirts there as well. They perform in about 8 parades a year. Thankfully, they're one of ours here in London, and they've placed first many times. They also perform, and this is great too, at nursing homes and lodges. And their instructor, Miss Gloria McKay of London.
Lots of little ones there today.
Indeed.
Now, this is a float provided by the Life Underwriters Association of London. This float is manned by some of our very special friends. Bert and Ernie. Darth Vader, my goodness, I see Darth Vader.
Yes, and E.T.
E.T. They're happy, folks. Lots of Christmas trees and a big chimney with stockings.
And all our Star Wars characters are indeed in the Christmas spirit, dancing to Christmas carols atop the Life Underwriters of London float. Merry Christmas from all on the float in 1985.
Now, the first Hyde Park Brownie Pack has provided the Children's Pioneer Christmas Float, celebrating their 75th year of Girl Guiding. The wagon is pulled by 2 Percheron geldings, Ace and King, and has been provided by the Upper Thames River Conservation Authority. These 2 horses have pulled many a happy child through the sugar bush at Fanshawe Pioneer Village.
Now, on that particular Christmas tree are replicas of the Pioneer Christmas ornaments, all done, handcrafted by the Brownies of the first Hyde Park Pack. Here we go, the Elgin Regiment Trumpet Band from St. Thomas. Wow, 40 members. They range in age from 16 to 66, and away we go.
You know, it's terrific to see a band that's membership spans 3 generations. The members range in age from 16 to 66 years.
And their uniforms are unique as well. They consist of the dark green military tunic, Bruce tartan shoes, and a black beret. Jingle bells and Winter Wonderland.
Here are our friends from CJBK AM. It's 1290. We have a car here with Cliff Jackson and Brian Decker. My goodness, they're popular.
Indeed they are. And here's our favorite clown, Oopsie, with a very special guest. Oopsie?
Thank you, Wayne. What's your name?
George.
George. Now listen, George, are you enjoying this big fun parade?
Yeah.
It's a little wet, but you might say it's almost snow, isn't it? When Santa comes, what do you think you'd like to have?
Optimus Prime.
A which?
Optimus Prime.
Wow, wouldn't that be fun? Where do you live?
52 McNay.
Where in this town in London?
Yes.
Good. Are you enjoying the Christmas season so far?
Yes.
Pretty good. What do you got in your mouth? Can you blow a bubble? See a bubble. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. That's pretty good. Back to you, Wayne.
Thank you, Oops. Nothing like doing it on a cue. I love that. Also from CJBK AM Radio London, Don Bodine and Miss Teen London, Julie Vandermadden. Nice to see them on the parade. And Merry Christmas, too, to Don and Julie.
Now they're smart. They're in a closed car.
Right.
Good idea.
Yes, indeed true. Indeed true.
A very popular lady.
Moving into view now, we have A.B. Lucas Secondary School. But, you know, with any school, we have cheerleaders, and that we have, of course, too. But there's more to A.B. Lucas School than their cheerleaders. And we'll have that along in just a moment or two.
Look at this.
Yes, what are they doing?
Doc, I can't see.
Hours and hours of practice to build that pyramid to
Oh,
do
my
it in
goodness.
synchronization. Great, give him a hand. Well done. I tried that once.
You did?
Yes. You know what happened?
No.
You're right. That's right. I shan't tell. I have my pair of pants in my closet as a souvenir. That's what happened. Yes. Yes.
Here's a float from A.B. Lucas Secondary School. All decorated for Christmas. I think it's a train filled with toys and people. Hey, Doobie and Paddington, what do you think?
Two well-known, and they like it. The seal of approval. These youngsters, by the way, from A.B. Lucas Secondary School, and I don't use that derogatorily at all, they put together many hours of work putting this float together. Everything you see on the float is handmade by these youngsters at A.B. Lucas Secondary School. The makeup, the faces, the brightly colored presents, the railroad crossing, everything. Just great.
You
Merry
can't
Christmas.
match that enthusiasm, can you, Wayne?
Not at all. Not at all. It's great. This year's 1985 London Santa Claus Parade is being brought to you by the good folks at Highway Market, where you'll find every child's magic wish waiting there.
Christmas morning begins with the magic from Coleco Toys from Highway Market's Toy Shop. Kids love the authentic look of the Husky haulers. The fire truck is so realistic, it even has a simulated CB. The RoboForce Command Patroller is a master robot transport and base station. It even has omnidirectional steering for super battle maneuvers. The Cutoff Challenge lighted electric slot racing set Knight Rider features high-speed chasing and racing in the same lane. These Coleco toys and more are at your Kitchener Highway Market's Toy Shop for a fun-filled Christmas.
Looking at the Canadian Auto Visions. This is an automotive marketing firm from London representing the Western Ontario Sports Car Association, better known as WOSCA. In essence, what they do, they have racing events of the year. It's a sport that involves racing through a design course of pylons for the best time. And our float theme is Dashing Through the Snow. It's represented by Canadian Auto Visions and Frank Gibb. The club also races on lakes. Wow, on lakes? This type of racing is called ice dice racing. I'm glad I mentioned the ice because it's frozen over. That's good. Now, by the way, Neil Lang beside his Formula 4 car and Larry Costa as well. We see them right on top of the float. A good look at Larry and Neil Lang are from the Western Ontario Auto Visions Association. We welcome them to the parade and wish them Merry Christmas.
You know, Wayne, I'm looking for a new car.
Well, Fran,
I like the little blue one up there.
I like the youngster right there.
Yes.
Cute.
She's adorable.
Imagine racing through pylons for the best time. That would be fun, but even more fun would be racing across ice. Ice dice racing. Something for you to try. Take Paddington and Doobie and away you go, huh? Oopsie the Clown standing by with some very special people. And here's Oops.
Thank you, Wayne and Miss Fran. I found a little paid watcher here, and her name is Carla. How old are you, Carla?
5.
Do all Carlas look like you when they're 5? Not really, do they? No. Now listen. Jolly old St. Nick will be making his rounds around the world pretty soon. What would you like him to drop off at your house?
A showing shiner. A throwing shiner.
And what else?
A talking teddy bear.
Wow, you got a whole list ready, haven't you? How about a little girl? How about a little girl having an ironing board?
Yeah.
Yeah, an ironing board?
Yeah.
Good. Say, back to you, Wayne. You say that. Back
to me.
back to you, Wayne.
A very special youngster with Oopsie saying Merry Christmas and thank you. Merry Christmas to you, too. And Miss Fran, we have two very special people in
We
front of us.
do, Paddington and Doobie. And you know, despite all the rain, it can't dampen their enthusiasm and the enthusiasm of all the people along the parade route today.
It's great to see. It's just great to see. Bell Canada sponsors an 18-foot hay wagon. Santa's Toy Shop. It's an open version of shop with elves working inside. And as long as the elves are working, Christmas Day cannot be far away.
Those are wonderful costumes, bright green and red checkered, and lots of Cabbage Patch dolls.
And an old rocking horse in the
That's
middle.
right.
Someone's going to be very happy Christmas morning.
And now let's visit with our friend Oopsie the Clown.
Thank you, Wayne and Miss Fran. Here's some fun people. Where are you from?
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare. Wow. And your names?
Terry.
What's your name? And your name?
Carol.
Carol. And you've come into London to watch the big parade. Is that right? Well, oopsie daisy. It'll be fun at Christmas time with the little girl there, won't it? What did you want Santa to bring your house?
Boy, I don't know. Maybe a bigger house.
Oh, come on now. How about you, Dad?
Oh, I don't know. I think we're looking forward to giving Lindsay lots of presents this year.
Well, wouldn't that be fun? Lindsay, are you going to make a big ho, ho, ho for Santa? She said, yeah. Back to you, Wayne. Thank you.
Okay, Oops, Independent Order of Foresters right here. And Fran, what do we have? A gingerbread house.
We do.
Hansel and Gretel?
Yes, and their father and stepmother and the Wicked Witch. Not my favorite person.
No, but I do like the gingerbread house.
Yes.
I do like all the gingerbread. And I remember when being a little boy, I used to eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. And being an older boy now, things haven't changed much.
This is a float with a house decorated with candies and icing and lots of Christmas trees again.
Yes, that's great. Independent Order of Foresters. Look at that gingerbread house there, sitting in the forest. Remember Hansel and Gretel?
Pardon?
The story? Remember the story of
I
Hansel
do.
and Gretel?
Very scary fairy tale.
I was always afraid of the Wicked Witch. I was always afraid of her.
Very appropriate that the foresters have provided us with a float with lots of trees.
Yes. And more candy canes. Love those candy canes. And there's that Wicked Witch right there. But she doesn't look too mean today.
Oh, yes, she does.
Yeah, you're right. She does. I cannot tell a fib. That float is well laid out, though, from the top, or from the front right to the very back. The Christmas tree and the presents, of course, and then we have a look at the gingerbread house and the Wicked Witch and the father and the stepmother, and all in all, it tells the story in passing of Hansel and Gretel in the forest. And all turned out well, rest assured. I remember that part. It all turned out well.
You know, the float chairmen for today's parade are some wonderful JCs, Ken Gossman and Rick Rundle Drake. Thanks to them. And now the Oak Ridge Secondary School.
Lots of enthusiasm there, Fran, as well.
We have a number of costumed members of that school, and they are distributing candy along the street and giving us lots of very, very enthusiastic cheers. And here's their float. Their theme is A Big Christmas. And we see a Christmas scene with lots of presents and toys.
And look at the big Pac-Man, indeed.
And there's a small brass ensemble playing Christmas music. Play away.
I believe they're playing God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, if we can make it out.
That's lovely.
Moving along now from the Oak Ridge Secondary School and their big float, A Big Christmas, we move to the London Middlesex Civitan Club. And what we see here is a Fisher-Price pull train 24 times larger than life, pulling many of our old friends, including, I like my favorite, Cookie Monster is there, Raggedy Ann and Andy, Kermit, Bert Bears, Doggies, and what else have we got on here? There's a look.
There he is.
There's Ernie. Hey, Bert. And Raggedy Ann. And the youngsters all mittened up but thoroughly enjoying themselves.
Now that's what you wanted for Christmas.
Yes,
A
yes.
giant train. There you go.
Yes, I'm all set. I'm all set. I knew it was coming. You see, that's why I mentioned it earlier. I knew I'd get my wish.
You know, the Civitans are also sponsoring the Child Identification Program for children. Over 7,500 have been identified throughout the city to date, and that's marvelous. They're a wonderful group, just like the JCs.
Indeed true. Two of my favorites, Ernie and Bert.
Merry Christmas, folks.
Merry Christmas.
Wayne, look at this. Now that's the way to dress today.
Babes in November, as opposed to Babes in Toyland. Look at this.
They've taken a few liberties with that song.
Indeed they have. They're warm.
It's a song we do on Romper Room.
That's right.
Warm and colorful and very cuddly.
And a big smile from Doobie and Paddington. Well, look here at CFPL FM 96.
That's a nice car.
Indeed it is. Yes. 3 of you could go to the beach. 3 of you meaning Doobie, Paddington, and you. Away
What do you
go.
think, Paddington? Paddington likes that one.
Yes. I believe we're going back to another Santa's Workshop.
Yes, we are. This is a float provided by the Hamilton Road Senior Community Center, and it's wonderful to have all age groups involved in the parade today, Wayne.
Indeed true.
A visit to Santa's workshop, including some of Santa's elves, making toys and goodies for the children on Christmas Day.
Three very special people are standing by to help our London Santa Claus Parade. Oopsie, Doobie, and Paddington Bear. Here they are.
Miss Fram, look who I found. Paddington Bear and Doobie. Are you enjoying the parade? Good. How does Paddington and Doobie give a Christmas gift? Whee! Back to you, Wayne and Miss Fran. Let's enjoy some more parade.
Highway Market of Kitchener, right here, moving into view. Our Highway Market Toy Shop in Kitchener. Our Cabbage Patch Kids are arriving by stork. And Miss Fran, look at the size of that stork. Never get lost.
Oh, my
Never.
goodness.
To carry anything. No problem. No problem. What we're looking at is an equestrian show complete with ponies. You see it there. And kids filling the grandstand to cheer on their favorite
Wow. Look at all the Cabbage Patch dolls filling that
Terrific.
grandstand.
Terrific. This float, by the way, won a prize in the Oktoberfest parade earlier this year.
That's a lovely float.
Indeed it is. Highway Market Toy Shop, where all your Christmas wishes come true, boys and girls. Don't forget about them.
I know a number of little girls and boys who would love to be on that float with all those dolls.
I would like to be up there with that stork. I would like to
Underneath
be.
the wing.
Yes, yes.
And now a message from the good folks at Highway Market who can fulfill all of your Christmas dreams.
Sectors, the Warriors of Symbion, have landed at Kitchener's Highway Market. Sectors by Coleco feature unique hands in action that let your fingers become the legs of the Sectors creatures. And Highway has the complete collection just for you. Dargon and his winged ally Parafly, Commander Waspex, the mounted Dragon Flyer, and the evil General Spydrex and his Spider Flyer. The battles and the fun are in your hands with the Sector series from Coleco. Collect them all from the toy department at your Kitchener Highway Market.
Well, Wayne, another colorful float.
You know, I've noticed one thing over the duration of the parade. Despite the inclement weather, the youngsters, the brightness, the happiness, but more than that, the spirit of Christmas is coming through. You can see it in their eyes, you can see it in their reactions, both young and old alike, waving, Christmas music, happy. No matter how many times you say it, Christmas comes once a year and the spirit is always here.
And these folks sure have it.
Indeed they do.
Lots of enthusiasm, lots of colorful presents. Gee, some of them are wearing dunce caps. I'm sure they're not appropriate.
Not at all. Not at all. All the presents wrapped.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
I wonder if they know if Santa's coming soon.
Oh, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do.
Oh, this is one of my favorite groups of all time, the Scarlet Brigade Youth Band from Windsor, Ontario. You know, Wayne, they were founded in October of 1977 by bandmaster Terry Murphy, and they're managed by Manny Wexler.
They're officially named Goodwill Ambassadors, too, Fran, for the city of Windsor, and have hosted many youth bands in the U.S. and Europe. And something else you should know about them, as you see them there, they've earned over 100 awards and trophies for excellence.
Oh, fabulous.
They were 83 provincial champs and also in 84, and they won our country's National Marching Band Championship for the fourth time in 83 and 84. Here they are, the Scarlet Brigade from Windsor.
Let's listen. Something else extremely interesting about this band is that there are over 175 members. That's exceptionally large.
Well, indeed it is for a band this size. The Scarlet Brigade of Windsor, Ontario. Good to see them as part of the London Santa Claus Parade. And you know something, Fran?
Yes.
I get an itch. I have a moment, young and old alike. I think the moment is at hand. What moment is
All
that,
right,
Fran?
it's Santa Claus.
There he is. There he is. Santa Claus has arrived in London officially for 1985.
The fellow the JCs have been planning for all year.
That's right. And who's leading the reindeer? Who else? Rudolph.
Hi, Santa.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
Santa.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, you should see all the children along the route. They are so excited to see him today.
The youngsters' eyes are shining. The parents' smiles are there. Everybody likes to see Santa Claus, and there he is. Merry Christmas, Santa.
Shaking
Merry
his
Christmas.
bells and waving to all the youngsters. That's a great float.
Merry Christmas.
He has some helpers aboard as well.
Well, our parade has ended, Fran, but before we have to go, we have one more order of business to take care of.
That's right. Oopsie the Clown is very excited to see Santa Claus. Let's visit with him now.
Thank you, Wayne. Now, Miss Fran, I kind of enjoyed the parade. Did you all enjoy the parade? Yay! What do we tell everyone? Merry Christmas! Hey! Merry Christmas,
Any last thoughts on
everyone.
the 85 parade, Fran?
It was a rotten day, but a wonderful parade. And we must thank Mike Quaid and all the JCs for all of their hard work and for all the enthusiasm along the parade route, too. The Londoners really know how to celebrate that Christmas spirit.
They really do. And on behalf of Miss Fran Pappert, and Paddington, and Doobie, and Oopsie, and our entire crew who put it all together for you, Wayne Coyman saying so long from the 85 London Santa Claus Parade.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
The 1985 London Santa Claus Parade has been brought to you by Highway Market, your one-stop shopping center in Kitchener, home of a magical Christmas for everyone.